Cayden, when you review 2024, in your performance, what do you think went well, and then what are some things you're trying to work on, or that you've been trying to work on during spring and throughout the offseason?
Some things that went well. I think the list is a lot longer. Things that didn't go well. I don't think the season went quite the way I wanted it to, but I'm glad I got adjusted to the SEC speed and physicality. So I guess that's a plus.
Cayden, you're one of two returners or potential returning starters on this offensive line. How have you assumed a leadership role this year, especially with a bunch of new guys and some freshmen as well?
Yeah, I think my biggest point of emphasis is just getting the guys acclimated, trying to introduce them to what we do around here, trying to introduce them to the playbook, trying to help them understand things. With Connor gone, Dom, he's done a great job. Tristan's done a great job, but there are some things that we have to work on from a schematic standpoint, and I just try to help out with that.
Following up with that, a couple days ago, Kirby Moore mentioned that you and Dominic starting to build some sort of a connection there, a good duo or a good pairing. What have you seen from him, and how have you guys, I guess, began to connect and gel together with that, guard and center connection?
Oh yeah, he's a stud, man. I'm really glad we picked him up. Just hanging out outside of football, we've really gotten closer as an O-line. We brought in a bunch of great dudes on and off the field. So I'm very excited to see what Dom and everybody else can do this season.
Along with Dominic, what have been kind of your first impressions of the other new guys, and what have you liked to see out of them so far?
Like I said, they're great. Everybody we brought on has been a great person on and off the field. They made strides in the right direction. They look night and day better from when we just started. Cayden, he's an older guy, so he kind of just picked up where he left off, and then Johnny's coming along, and Henry, they're all just great dudes. So,
Cayden, obviously, pro day tomorrow. You and our man member have been an important part of each other's football journeys, playing together in high school and then here at Mizzou. What has that been like, as a teammate and friend, to see how far he's come since, the days when you were playing on varsity as a freshman and he wasn't even on varsity yet, to see, where he is now?
Oh yeah, it's dope, man. I'm sorry. It's dope. Not quite growing up with him, but we played high school all together, and we were friends all through our high school, and he just made night and day different. He looks night and day different from, when he was 180 pounds and in the sophomore year, and now seeing where he is right now, it's been really cool to watch.
Yeah, a favorite player memory along y'all's journey together playing football?
Maybe not a play particularly, but my sophomore year, junior year, I was left tackle, he was left guard, so that was pretty fun. That's really when he took off in recruiting too, so that was pretty fun.
What are kind of some of the main areas where you've seen improvement with the offense this spring?
I think we just kind of starting to gel, starting to get chemistry together through reps, through hanging out, like I said, outside of football. And, it's just, like I said, night and day difference from day one to now.
Every year of your career, you've had a new left tackle and center next to you. So how long does it take to build that chemistry? Is it through the off season? Does it kind of go into the season where you feel like I'm 100% clicking with the guy to the left and right of me?
Right. Yeah. My college career, I've been blessed to be around vets. So like Connor coming in, he had a bunch of starts. Even my freshman year, Andrew Rain, he had a ton of starts. Walter Rouse had a ton of starts. Marcus had a ton of starts. So they kind of helped elevate me every year. So, guys blessed me to be around vets. And I think that worked in my benefit.
Can you talk about your confidence playing left guard? Obviously, you were there last year. I think there was maybe some questions whether you'd move outside and play tackle. What's your confidence like right now at the guard position?
Yeah, my confidence is very high right now. I'm just trying to, continue to get my football IQ up, but, I can play outside too. It don't matter. So.
Coach Jones talked about Henry and his development, saying he's even been getting snaps at the second string left guard spot. What have you seen from Henry so far?
He's a freak athlete. He's 280 pounds on a good day, soaking wet, and he's holding his own. So, once he gains weight and once he starts to develop from a schematic standpoint, opportunities through the roof for him. So I'm excited to see what he does in the next few years.
Outside of the offensive line group, are there any freshmen that have, really impressed you this spring?
Yeah, quite a bit. Donovan, he's had some crazy catches this spring. B and Javion Hilson, he's looked great this spring. Henry, of course. Max looked great this spring. So, yeah, we got guys everywhere that have been making plays. Everybody who's really came in has made plays. So.
the coaches have all been talking about how important personal development is through spring ball. What are a couple of the things you've been focusing on getting better at this spring?
Really using my hands in pass pro has been a big point of emphasis for me. That's something I struggled with last year, my first steps, so I can be, in better positions when I'm getting on blocks. Those have been my two biggest point of emphasis, and I think I've improved on that.
What do you feel like the team's mentality and kind of the main goals are right now?
We're just trying to get better every day. We have a lot of talent on the team, a lot of new talent, so it's just a matter of, gelling together, getting that chemistry, and I think we've really done that through the spring.
Do you feel like you're more well-equipped now for another season of SEC football after, your first one's out of the way?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I know what to expect now. I have another year under Coach Russ, and like I said, I'm really excited to get started.
Anything else?
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Cayden.
Appreciate it. Thank you.